Hi there, Year 3. Good afternoon. I hope you're well. So this afternoon, we're going to do some PSCHE. And our learning intention is I know that my actions affect myself and others, to care about other people's feelings, and think about things from a different point of view. Now that might sound quite long and quite complicated, but really it's just being kind to people and thinking about all those people that are kind to you. So the first thing we're going to do is think about all those people that support us and talk to us. So you need to get a plain piece of paper, and in the middle of your plain piece of paper, doesn't matter which way around it is, you're going to write me, or you could draw a picture of yourself, all right? Now, you're going to think about all those people that support you and you can talk to and that care about you. Now, obviously, that's going to be your family. So anybody within your family or you're really, really close to should come closest to you in your circle. So you might want to write something like your mum, obviously, for most of you, here, quite close. You need to leave a little space, a little line there. Okay. And then you might try to think some other people. So you might think of your neighbour, maybe your teacher. And I'm going to put teacher a little bit further away because we're not quite in such close contact with you as your mum or your dad is. Okay. Now, I've drawn a funny little line there from me or you to your mum. I'm going to draw a little line here. And we're going to think about the ways that these people support you. So your mum supports you in lots of different ways, okay? So there might be lots of things there. But I think one of the things that mums do really well is they give you a hug if you're feeling a bit down or feeling a bit sad about something. So I'm going to write hug there. And again, there's lots of different things. But don't forget, it's not just about how your mum supports you, it's about how you support your mum. And I'm sure that you give your mum some hugs too when she's feeling a bit down. Now, there's also one here between you and the teacher, and it could be that your teacher kind of like talks to you about work and tells you how to get better. If you're having any problems with your friends, then your teachers will do their best to sort out any friendship issues. So you can think about that as well. So friendship issues I'm going to write here. Again, you might have lots of different things you can write there. But also, it's not just about the way teachers support you, it's about how you support the teachers. Quite often, if I'm feeling a bit sad or a bit worried about things, then you give me a very big smile as well. And that always makes my day feel much better. Okay, so you're going to have a few more people than that, I should think. So I'm going to let you get on with that. When you're finished, come back to me. Okay, so you've finished drawing your web. Now you're going to pick 3 people from your web and you're going to write down a kind thing that you can do for each of them. Now, it doesn't have to be anything to do with money, obviously. It's just something kind or something nice that you can do to show that you appreciate these people. So, for example, for your mum, you could just do the washing up one day, or I don't know, take her a drink in bed or something like that. Maybe for your teacher, you might want to put chairs out one day, obviously when we're back at school. So write down 3 things that you're going to do for 3 different people and then see if you can do them the next week. Okay, that's your challenge. Obviously, you can't do anything for your teacher necessarily in the week unless you're at school. Okay, we can write them nice email. So when you've done that, we've got another thing for us to do. So I'm just going to read what it says at the top here. It says it's important to remember that everyone experiences life differently, and it's important for us to understand how other people feel. Understanding how other people feel can help us to be kinder to them and to create a kinder world. So we're going to use the activities below to think about and learn how to understand others. So here we go. We've got some stories here. Look at these stories. Can you imagine being the people below and how they might feel? So story number 1, your friend doesn't understand the homework. They think it's too difficult for them. How might they feel? So don't forget, you need to write in these boxes how you think that person is feeling. Say for number 2, a family friend wants to share a story with the family about something that's really important to them. No one's listening. How are they going to feel? You might find that you have the same emotions as some of these boxes. Number 3, someone is calling your friend names because they're different and other people are laughing. How will your friend feel? And finally, someone has fallen over and hurt their leg quite badly. That's horrible, isn't it? How will they feel? So don't forget, you've got a sheet in your resource pack with all these different stories in. So you need to read through them and put down how you think each person is feeling in these blue boxes. When you've done that, come back to me. Okay, you've done that? Great. So you thought about the people above or on the previous page, and you imagined you were them. But what could you do to help? Right below some of the things you can do to help. Okay, write the number of the story next to the kind solution. Some of these solutions can be used in all the situations. Which ones are always helpful? So here we've got these different bubbles with these different solutions in here. So for example, if you think that keeping their legs still would go really well with number one, something you can do to help a person, you'd write number one next to it. So there we go. You might think that actually that would be quite useful for number five as well. So you might have a one and a five. So you're going to look at these different solutions and you're going to write the number of the story next to them that you think they go with, remembering that sometimes there could be more than one story that has these solutions. Okay. If you finish that, you can always write down some other things that you can do to be kind and help the person who's not having a good day. Here's an extension activity. If you get all that finished and would like to carry on thinking about how to be kind to other people. So it says the poet Maya Angelou once said, "If we try and understand each other, we may even become friends." So what do you think that means? How can understanding someone help you be friends? There we go. You can have a chat about that with your family if you want to. Right, that's it. I hope you have learnt lots today about how to be kind and how your behaviour affects other people, and how also putting yourself in somebody else's situation helps you to be kinder. Right, thank you very much, Year 3. See you soon.